Hey Steve, this is a comment on your B-flat blues improv. Just an improv, beautiful, great feel, great tempo. A few things I want to comment on to tell you. Trusting your ears, yeah, definitely check. It felt like you were guided by whatever came out, and you just followed the instinct on the next line. Excellent. A few things that are worth noting. Excellent phrasing in 8 notes. Everything is placed. Boo-ba-dee, that is excellent. Also, I enjoyed the triplet lines, right? Triplets where you went like do, 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 da, 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 like you had these parts of triplets, so it shows your mastering of the subdivisions. Now, all of this is excellent, and I will give you not a bucket list, but sort of a checklist of things that you may want to do. What I recommend, I'll just throw them out at you like a to-do list, but you get to pick one. You may jot them down and go like, I'll come back to this, but please refrain to trying to do everything I tell you here, because it's going to be a lot of different things. But I think in their own right, they each have the capacity to improve your improv, and they're not that simple. They're not that complicated in that you don't have to do a lot of legwork to implement these things. So we're in that form, right? So it's B-flat blues. Again, no particular order. A thing that you might want to do is play around with the tempo. So attempt to do the exact same thing, but go for a 120, which is a completely different beat, a 140, a 160, and just play around with it and sit with it in the same way you've done that. Was it 3 or 4 courses? Yeah. So I think you've hit all the resolutions, and then you'll see, well, as you evolve the tempo, things are going to start to fall out. And it's fine. It's just an exercise. Good. Doing a thing that I believe I've already told you, if not, jot it down as well. Playing on systematic rhythmic figures. So for instance, if you're here, you're doing mostly 8s, right? Then what if you did just triplets? And if you can muster it, even 16th. So you fix your tempo, of course, and then you fix the rhythmic figure, and you improvise for a while using just that rhythmic figure and rests, right? That figure rests. So that's a pretty easy one. Another one I would advise you, again, pick one. So if you do the subdivisions, don't do the other one or whatever. You could just switch the tempos, the keys. I'd recommend same process, just put it in F and see what comes out, because you have good intuition and your ears and fingers will do the job. Go to F, go to C, go to G, go to A flat maybe, right? So just explore the keys. And what I love is if I do F, it sort of shifts everything by one string. So it's like my intuitions are different, and it's a different register, so it's an interesting thing. And what was my, oh yeah, last one, but again, in no particular order. Then you can take a guess as to which one you want to implement right away. You can shoot me a comment, and you can, I will tell you which one I think would be the most beneficial. So yeah, I think you can spend all of your time on that bar to really great effects, in that this is the 5 of this. So pick your poison. Do you want to do G diminished, or do you want to do G altered, or whatever? Even you could perceive this bar as D, right? D minor 7 flat 5, so D split. So you make a true minor 2/5 in that bar. Just in that bar, not like forget the rest. The rest is perfect. Here you have your diminished passing, sounded great, and then you make that happen every time you hit that point, because it's a 2/5 in the key of C minor, which of course is not so surprising. So if you do that, you will just have another tool in your arsenal. Then you'll wind up like this will make this bar sound different. These bars sound different. You're going to start to implement your turnaround differently. Same here. Like this bar it's like a gold mine. It's like the gold rush of jazz improv for blues, because that's the only thing that keeps it being different from a rock or blues, like traditional blues thing. So in my humble opinion, of all the things that say you focus on that for a week, or a week or two, and you pick just that one thing, from what I heard in your playing, what I know about you, this would be the highest ROI, return on investment. But maybe I'm wrong, right? You could try with the tempos, you can try with subdivisions, you can try with the different keys and whatever, but that bar is really magical. And, you know, key thing, maybe if you want to jot that down, oh no, I'm back in C. You'll get it. I'll just edit on the fly. That would be C, the F7, the E minor 7 flat 5. Where is it? Here. Yeah. The A7 flat 9. That's it. Oh, and yeah, you're doing F sharp diminished, right? So for sure, F sharp diminished, like fully diminished 7. This guy. That's a great way to get, like, to set up your backing track so it sounds less plain vanilla and you have just more emotion. And who knows, maybe you'll start to have lines that will make that. But here's the good news, same as the turnaround. You don't have to make that happen, but it's just going to be colorful so that if all you think about is like, I'm going from a C to an A there, and I'm really going to emphasize the A. Let me give you the trick of the trade. Don't save. Let me do it in B flat. Go from B flat to G. It's our turnaround, but check it out how it would be done in like pop music and stuff. I'll start from the beginning. You're diminished. Right, so we're joining from 1 to 6. So just that idea, and even that was just, it was just a turnaround I showed you previously, but just doing it fully chromatically. Just that, it sort of indicates, hey, we're going to do a cadence, but it's a jazz cadence, it's a 2. And there's way more, like water under the bridge since, you know, the past 75 years, but that would be a great thing, I think, if I may say so. All right, keep me posted if you have any questions, Steve. Keep them coming. Excellent work. Talk to you soon.